Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. So today we'll be doing this setup for a 50th birthday. The theme was Emerald City. So we have our emerald green. I used Tuftex and I used chrome silver stuffed inside the emerald green, and I used gold chrome balloons as well as black. And the gold chrome mini garlands, I did finally do a video, so check out that video. It's already posted by the time you guys see this. So let's jump into it. I did not know what I'll be doing before coming on site. When working with this particular event planner slash venue owner, she do her setup. She have all these different props and the backdrop. So I typically don't know exactly what she have set up until I arrive on site. So everything was already pretty much in this place. I did move it out the way. So the number 50s she had on tables, so I kind of had to go a little bit higher in my design to kind of cover to go above the number 50s, because if you see on the left side, they were both on tables. The number 5 was a little bit taller than the 0 table, so I kind of had to go higher. And she already had this ladder on site. I also have a new ladder, you guys. I will be using it soon. I can't wait to use it, actually. That will be in the coming videos. But I was starting to build on the ladder, and then I realized this was not safe and let me get down. So I got down and I wanted to build my top part, or what I'll be putting on the hook that not the hook. I did the H method on the wall with the blue Scotch tape. So I wanted to make that piece that I wanted to attach there. I wanted to make it on the ground. That way when I get back on the ladder, I just can attach it and move on. With this particular setup and design, which I still haven't posted on my Instagram yet because I'm still debating if I want to. I may post. My sister told me to just post it. You guys will see it at the end. But I had a vision, which I probably should have changed my vision. The vision that I wanted to go with, which I have been doing lately, is breaking up my pieces of garland. So it's not just one full length. It's just a piece here, then a piece there. The reason why it did not work for this particular setup is because this backdrop and all the props that came along with it was blocking the actual design. So if this was something where it was an open space, you would have been able to see the design and the pieces of it, then it would have worked out perfectly. But because we have the number 50 in front of it, and then the couches that was going in front of it, when you step back and look, it just looked like it was spaces missing instead of it being the actual design. So all of those spaces you see me putting up there, all of that I should have just filled in and kind of just did like a flow of balloons going down, covering the whole back of it. Because once I put the number 50 back in this place along with the couch, it kind of just looked like it was a gap there. And I kind of fixed it at the end. I had some 3-foots on hand, as well as some 3-foot chrome balloons that I stuffed already, and I was able to inflate a 3-foot balloon, as you guys will see at the end. And I just kind of put it right in the middles, and it kind of helped a little bit. In picture, you wouldn't be able to tell too much that it wasn't all connected. Once I added that 3-foot, in person it wasn't too much. Unless you really look, you probably will see that it's not all connected. But going forward, if I know I'm going to be working with a prop that's going to be blocking, my design, and you can't really see the full design piece, I will most likely just fill everything in, because without it, it just looked like it was gaps missing. As you see, I'm putting the numbers 50s right there, and it from the 50 behind the number 5 to the other piece that I put on the wall on the right corner, it just looked like a space once the 50 is front of there. So I think I should have just I know I should have just filled everything in and made it as one big piece behind the whole backdrop prop setup. And the clusters I'm using cluster 8 balloons, cluster of 6 balloons. And another thing I should have done, because it was like a hint of gold, I maybe should have still added not a hint of gold, a hint of black. I should have still added a bit more black inside the pot, inside the actual design. I had black here and there, but it wasn't like a lot of it. I think I should have added a little bit more, and that probably would have came with me actually doing a full structure and not breaking it up in pieces like this. And the gold I decided to do because it was something, the colors was already giving me, I always depend, sorry, let me start over. I always determine when I want to do the mini garlands based on the color palette and the type of design I'm going to do. So this color palette was giving me very much super luxury, classy, like abstract. It was like Emerald City. It was just giving me all kind of classy vibes, and like this is just nice and, you know, extra kind of thing. And I think that's what mini garlands give me. I like using the mini garlands for, you know, different vibes like this. So I use the gold in just the 5-inch balloons only, and that way it would kind of, you know, give it a little pop when you look at the garland. However, sorry, I forgot what I was about to say. So yeah, that's why I use the mini garlands inside the gold color only. And right now, and another thing is me having, if I was to fill in the balloons all around, it would have prevented me from having to keep, you know, putting the 5 into place, putting the 0 into place, and moving the couches where they're supposed to be. If I would have just filled everything in, I wouldn't have to keep going back and forth. I kind of waste a lot of time having to do that because I was trying to get a certain design. But if I would have just filled everything in and, you know, made it a nice flow from the top all the way down to the bottom, just make it real chunky, kind of like a wall but in a different shape. That's where I get my head at. I'm like, it's kind of like a wall, but just in a different shape. So if I would have just went with that, then I would have, I wouldn't have to keep moving the 5 and the 0 and then the couch, as you see I was doing. But I'm just filling it in at the left side now. I'm using, and one of those gold things is 50 balloons. So that gold thing that I'm playing with now is a total of 100. So there's 2 pieces. One piece is 50 and another piece is 50 balloons. So altogether it's 100. And I'm using that as part of my design. I'm treating those mini garlands as a cluster. That way I can go in. And it's basically a part of the garland. So you can do it 2 ways. You can make it a part of your garland, or you can build your garland and put your mini balloons or your mini garland on top of the actual structure that you already made and like blend it in some kind of way. I'm doing the H method on the floor because I don't want my balloons to lift up or move when somebody walk past, and you know, so I'm using that with duct tape and a 260 balloon to make that H method. I used it on other previous videos. If you guys want to see like a little bit more up close, I need to do another video with it really up close so you guys can see it. But if you haven't, there's plenty of reels on Instagram, people showing you this H method. Is fairly simple with a 260 balloons, and I've been doing it quite often now. So here I am. I'm just playing around with these mini garlands. You can like tie it to each other, going all the way around. And another thing is, I would have made one more mini garland. I kind of needed some gold at the very top point. I should have added some. I remember saying to myself like I should, and then I stopped. But I should have added some more. Here I am, double stuffing some balloons that I need, inflating a little bit more. And you can also do the emerald green with black. That would take it to of course a totally different color as well. It won't have this shiny look as it has right now. But the black is also pretty, but this is really luxury, and it's not cheap because you're stuffing it with a chrome silver, so it's not a cheap color, but it's definitely well worth it with the outcome because it's really pretty. And they don't have Tuftex. This is Tuftex, and I will list all the colors in the description box. And please don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Please don't forget. It really helps a lot when you like the video. But I will list all the colors in the description box. And Tuftex don't have, and this is another reason why I made the gold and the 5 inches only, is because Tuftex don't have the emerald green in 5 inches. They only have it in the 36, 17, and 11. So I had the 11. I had all 3 that they offer, but they didn't have. Qualitex do have the 5 inches, but even though it's a emerald green or whatever, jewel green, something like that, but it's a totally different color. If you guys seen a video I did way back, it was a vlog slash to Florida. I used that color in that video as well, and you can see the difference. But this is the final outcome, you guys. You can see, like, you can see a little bit of space. You see the 3 foot I added. I tried to blend it in. From certain angles, you can't tell. It looks like all one piece. Like from here, you can kind of see it, but depending on where you standing, I was able to get pictures where you can't tell that it wasn't connected. But like certain angles, it all depends. Like even from this angle, it looks like one piece, but it's not. And this is the final outcome. Please let me know if you guys have any questions, if I missed anything. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And I'll see you in the next video. Thank you.